Guys, welcome to the BritAsia podcast. Now we are here in Canada with the BritAsia Canada team. Yes, we have a lot of things happening, but it's only right that we touch base with this new age of talent that's just killing it across the world. Whether it's your singers, whether it's your producers, in this case, it's a director. He absolutely killed YouTube back in the day. He made us laugh. He then transitioned to music videos with some of the biggest names in the industry. And you know what? He's doing things even in mainstream with commercials, and I don't even know what this guy's got in the future, and it's scary to think that what he can achieve is the one and only Rupan Bal. Rupan, welcome to the BritAsia podcast. Now, obviously different surroundings. We're in Canada.
Yes.
But we had to stop by here first.
I mean, you came to my home.
I know.
This is my home. This is where I live.
Let's there's a lot to talk about.
Yes.
And we don't obviously have enough time, right? There's a lot to cover. Let's take it from the very, very beginning of your journey, because that journey developed you into who you are today. And for those that remember you, it was the comedian.
Yeah.
You was associated with Just Rain.
Yes.
Probably one of the biggest kind of comedians come out of Canada after Russell Peters. You know, what was that journey like? And did you ever expect these kind of YouTube videos to pop off?
Honestly, it was fun. Honestly, it was सारे मज़ा सी वैसा ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ enjoy ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀ. Start ਇਦਾਂ ਹੋਇਆ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ ਮੈਂ ਪੜ੍ਹਨ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ, ਕਾਲਜ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ, ਐਂਡ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਪੜ੍ਹਨ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਜਸਰੀਨ ਮਿਲ ਗਿਆ, ਜਸਮੀਤ, ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਸੀ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਕਮੇਡੀਅਨ ਹੈ. I used to look up to him. I'm like, oh, this guy just goofing around, you know, and then this guy showed me a YouTube channel. It was like, this is what he does. And I'm like, bro, you know, let's do something together. And he offered me a role, mummy a role. And ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਫਿਰ ਹਿਸਟਰੀ ਬਣ ਗਈ. ਕਦੀ ਰੁਕੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਇਆ. ਸਕ੍ਰਿਪਟਾਂ ਲਿਖੀਆਂ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ, ਡਾਇਲੋਗ ਲਿਖੇ, ਡਾਇਲੋਗ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਕਰਦੇ ਰਹੇ. And a lot of people loved it. And the journey never stopped, to be honest.
Like, one question I'm going to ask, and it was this kind of YouTube beef that was created, because the reality of it is, Just Rain had his own lane.
Yeah.
AK had his own lane. Yeah. Lily Singh had her own lane.
Yeah.
And this kind of the web made something positive and something negative.
Yeah.
But you guys were all friends.
Yes. But ਇੱਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਆ ਹੁਣ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ ਇੰਡਸਟਰੀ 'ਚ ਵੀ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਆ. So ਮੇਰੇ ਖਿਆਲ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਇਹ ਲੜਾਈ ਆ ਜਾਂ beef is part of the game. It's entertainment. And people love to get entertained. ਤੇ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਕਾਮੇਡੀ 'ਚ ਲੜਾਈ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ, ਹੁਣ ਜਦੋਂ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ ਵੀਡੀਓ 'ਚ ਆ ਕੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਲੜਾਈ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ. ਕਈ ਸਿੰਗਰ ਕਈ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਹਿੱਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ, ਕਈ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਪਸੰਦ ਕਰਦੇ, ਕੁਛ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਵਾ. ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਇਹ ਐਂਟਰਟੇਨਮੈਂਟ ਹੈ, ਇਹ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਵੀ ਆ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਵੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ. ਜਿਹੜੇ ਲਾਈਕ ਕਰਦੇ ਉਹ ਫਿਰ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਮਸਕਾ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ, ਚਸਕਾ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ, you know, that's how it is. And then
kind of just with the YouTube journey itself, like, did it have an impact on you guys in terms of creative blocks? Because you guys peaked very quick. Like, the first time I met you was the Bhangra Showdown. I think it was 2012. 2012. Nobody was doing that. You guys came from Canada. You headlined one of the biggest events. And from there, you just kept going up and up and up. Eventually, you guys all went in your own lanes. But was there ever a point where it's like, you know, there is a creative block? Like, does it have an impact on you guys that everyone demands so much of you? Like, people lose sight of Rupan Bal, the person, to now you're just this comedian character. Like, did you ever face that?
Like, honestly, ever since I was a kid, for me, being an entertainer was the biggest thing. I've been entertaining my whole family. You know, the audience. The YouTube was a big impact, to be honest. The comments, the people seeing me in Gurdwara, people seeing me in on the road or a grocery store, and just that the social network that grew around me and the social things we were doing on social media, that led me to create mindset where I had so many opportunities to do so many things. So YouTube was definitely there to help me grow.
And then one thing that kind of, and I'm going to move on now, right? Is this transition you went from this comedian to do music videos. Because the name started appearing. But back in the day when music videos would come on YouTube, it was just artist name, artist song, that's it. But then people started being credit for your name. This name kept appearing again and again and again. And people were unsure, is this the same guy? Because, like, no offense in my head, like, he's a comedian. How's this comedian gone from being a comedian to now shooting big budget music videos? You know, what was that transition? One is, when did you just decide about transition? And how was it to kind of transition from this comedian to now a serious director who's changing the industry?
That's a crazy one actually. Music videos were never planned. I never planned that transition. That happened by God's grace. That happened because I want to make films. You know, that my whole goal was to make movies and everything. But in order to gain experience, I was like, okay, I need to do something else too. And that was going behind the camera. I met great artists, Karan Aujla, you know, many other. He's biggest part of my journey actually. So that's why I mentioned his name. How would I say this? Being with him was hand on hand thing. Transition ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੋਈ ਸੀ, transition ਇਦਾਂ ਹੋਈ ਵੀ ਬਸ ਹੋ ਗਈ, ਪਤਾ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗਾ ਸੱਚੀ ਦੱਸਾਂ, like you know ਇਹ ਹੋ ਗਈ, like I was doing a video and then the video got like 50 million views, 100 million views, and right away people start contacting me. The reason I think I clicked, the things worked out so fast was I paid attention to detail and I brought the structure. You know, our industry was missing the whole planning, the structure and everything. So aesthetics too, coloring, the VFX we're stressing on a lot. So ਜਿਹੜਾ Hollywood expects ਸੀ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੀ ਇੰਡਸਟਰੀ 'ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਸੀ. ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਮੈਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਵੇਖਦਾ ਸੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੁਝ ਦਿਖਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਐਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਸੀ ਚੱਲ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਸਟੋਰੀ ਲਾਈਨ ਬਣਾ ਲਈ, ਇੱਥੇ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਤੇ ਕੁੜੀ ਆ ਗਈ, ਡਨ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ. So there was nothing commercial. So ਮੇਰਾ ਇਰਾਦਾ ਇਹ ਸੀ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਾਂ ਕਮਰਸ਼ੀਅਲ ਲੱਗੇ, ਸਾਰੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦੀ ਆ, ਆਮ ਬੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦਾ ਵਾ, ਇੱਕ ਨੌਨ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਵੀ ਦੇਖੇ ਤੇ ਕਹੇ ਵੀ ਹਾਂ ਇਹ ਹਾਲੀਵੁੱਡ ਲੈਵਲ ਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਹੈ. ਸੋ ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਬਿਲਡਅਪ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਮੇਰੀ ਟ੍ਰਾਂਜੀਸ਼ਨ ਹੋਈ ਆ. ਇੱਕ ਜਨੂਨ, ਇੱਕ ਗੁੱਸਾ, ਇੱਕ ਪੈਸ਼ਨ, ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਛ ਇਨਵੋਲਵ ਸੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, just to make sure that our industry is as good as Hollywood, and which we are now.
And I'll talk about Karan Aujla, you touched on a lot, right? But let's talk about kind of structure.
Yeah.
Why do you think the industry lacks so much structure? And it's a conversation we had offline.
Yeah.
Do you think our industry lacks structure because it's so easy to kind of get into?
Yeah.
You talk about Bollywood, you talk about mainstream. You can't just shoot a music video and claim that it's hit X amount of numbers and views, etc. But in our industry, it's like, well, anyone can just come off the airplane, find a director, shoot a video, get the latest, cars, etc., blow up numbers. But their following is
it's not.
It doesn't reflect. Nothing reflects. Nothing adds up. If you're putting in millions of views, you should be getting gigs, etc.
Yes.
You know, do you think that it's become a business for some people of like sell a fake dream, cash in, at the expense of the industry?
Yes. That's a huge thing. People are, I mean, that's kind of in every industry, but our industry been playing a major role in it. But honestly, structure ਦਾ ਇਹ ਆ ਵੀ ਲੋਕੀ ਬਸ ਪਲਾਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ. ਲੋਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਵੀ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਉੱਠ ਕੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਬਣ ਜਾਈਏ, ਕੁਛ ਵੀ ਕੰਮ ਕਰੀਏ 2+2 4 ਹੁੰਦਾ ਵਾ, ਤੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜੁਗਾੜ ਲਾ ਕੇ 2+1 ਕਰਕੇ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ 4 ਬਣਾ ਦੇਣਾ. ਸੋ ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀਆਂ. ਸੋ ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਜੇ ਕੁਛ ਵੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ 'ਚ ਕਰਨਾ ਵਾ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੋਪਰ ਆਪਣਾ ਮਨ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ, ਮਾਈਂਡ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਉਹਦਾ ਵੇਖਣਾ ਪੈਣਾ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਵਾ, ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਪਲਾਨ ਕਰਨੇ ਆ, ਕਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਲ 'ਚ ਮੈਂ ਕੀ ਕਰਨਾ, ਕਿਹੜੇ ਮਹੀਨੇ 'ਚ ਮੈਂ ਕੀ ਕਰਨਾ. ਬਲਾਈਂਡ ਫੁੱਲ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਕੋਈ ਕੰਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ. ਸੋ ਜਸਟ ਲਾਈਕ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਖੋਲੀ ਦਾ, ਆਪਾਂ ਪੀਜ਼ਾ ਸਟੋਰੀ ਖੋਲੀ ਦਾ, ਕੁਛ ਖੋਲੀ ਦਾ, ਮਸ਼ੀਨ ਖਰੀਦਣੀ ਪੈਂਦੀ, ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਛ ਖਰੀਦਣਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਵਾ. ਹਵਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਣੀ ਇੰਡਸਟਰੀ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੀ ਆ, ਮਗਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਮੇਕ ਸ਼ੋਰ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਛ ਠੀਕ ਹੋ ਜੇ. ਐਕਚੁਅਲੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਠੀਕ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਹੁਣ ਤੇ. ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ 'ਚ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਸੀ ਉਦੋਂ ਤੇ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਹੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਖਰਾਬ ਸੀ. ਲਾਈਕ ਪੀਪਲ ਜਸਟ ਲਾਈਕ ਓਕੇ ਭਾਜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਆ ਜਿਓ ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਸ਼ੂਟ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ. ਆਮ ਲਾਈਕ ਸ਼ੂਟ ਕੀ ਕਰਨਾ, ਇਸ ਲਾਈਕ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ, ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ 2 ਗੱਡੀਆਂ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ, ਇੱਕ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਆ ਹੈਗਾ, ਇੱਕ ਬਸ ਆਪਾਂ ਡਨ ਕਰ ਦਾਂਗੇ. ਸੋ ਹੁਣ ਪਲੈਨਿੰਗ ਹਰ ਚੀਜ਼ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ, ਤੇ I'm glad our industry is changing to that.
I'll talk about the positives in a minute, right? But again, you touched on some kind of big points. So, you started off your musical journey in terms of making videos. You got contacted by a lot of people. At that time, did you just do whatever you could kind of gain the experience? Or was you selective on what you were shooting?
Definitely.
And talk to me a little bit about, the issues that you faced. Because you mentioned, obviously, no structure, but what was the actual issues that you actually faced in the early days? Because it wasn't a smooth setting, right?
Yeah. Honestly, getting approached by a lot of people, a lot of these artists never paying was the biggest problem too. But shoot ਕਰਾ ਕੇ ਬਾਅਦ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਭਾਜੀ 50% ਆਪਾਂ ਦੇ ਦਾਂਗੇ ਸ਼ੂਟ, deliver ਕਰ ਦੋਗੇ. I deliver and there is no payment. And I'm talking about these big singers too, like a lot of these big artists, they don't pay properly. or they don't pay at all, you know.
But do you think that's because they see you as a junior?
Junior
and then you're doing them a favor?
ਨਹੀਂ ਇਹ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਐਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ, ਇੱਕ ਆਦਤ ਬਣ ਗਈ ਆ, it's a habit now. So they don't feel like, oh, he needs anymore. It's like मैं opportunity दे रहा हूँ, you know, or they feel like it's let's just mess him over, you know. It's kind of becoming in their head to mess up people, you know, but it's okay, you know. That's how God sees everything, and then sometimes the things are not working for them too now at the same time, and I've been seeing that. So ਆਪਣੀ ਇੰਡਸਟਰੀ ਨੂੰ ਬੇਸਿਕਲੀ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਵਾ, ਸਾਰੇ ਮੇਕ ਸ਼ੋਰ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਵੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਵਧੀਆ ਰਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਆ, ਵਧੀਆ ਖਾ ਰਹੇ ਆ, ਵਧੀਆ ਪੀ ਰਹੇ ਆ, ਅਤੇ ਇਹ ਮੈਂ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰੂੰਗਾ ਵੀ ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਉਸ ਚੀਜ਼ 'ਤੇ ਪਹੁੰਚਿਆ ਮੈਂ ਕਦੀ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਗਲਤ ਹੋਣਾ ਹੀ ਹੋਣ ਦਊਂਗਾ, you know.
Question again, you can answer it or not, it's up to you, right? But you mentioned, like, you know, people weren't paying, etc. Is there artists out there that still owe you money, or was it just that?
Oh, there are plenty of artists owing me money right now.
And it's because learning.
Yeah, there are plenty of artists, but that's not the game, you know. Like, if ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਪੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਨਾਲ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਹੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਕਹੀ ਜਾਊਂਗਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪੈਸੇ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ, ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਸਲੋ ਡਾਊਨ ਹੋ ਜਾਊਂਗਾ. ਸੋ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦਾ ਕੇਅਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ. ਮੈਂ ਜੇ ਹੁਣ ਰੱਖ ਲਏ ਮਗਰ ਇਹ ਆ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਤੁਰਦਾ ਜਾਵਾਂ, ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਂ ਫਿਲਮ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੇਰਾ ਪੈਸ਼ਨ ਆ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਇੰਪਰੂਵ ਕਰੀ ਜਾਵਾਂ. ਤੇ I mean, movies, music is just a small part of what I'm doing. It's just a learning process for me. The next step is the biggest transition for me.
We'll get to that in a minute, because I want to go like in order, right? Because you've done a lot, and I think you need to be recognized for what you've done. Like, you've changed. When people talk about kind of trailblazers, I would put you as a trailblazer for music videos. Because this new generation that is coming through changed a lot. And a video was, you know, one by Deep Tindall. Again, he'd been on tape. Even though you didn't direct it, right? In that video, if you watch back at it, it's a lot of this young, hungry Canadians. You got yourself in there. You got, you know, Fateh. You got Big Bird. At that time, you guys were literally known for doing whatever on YouTube.
Yes.
But you look at you guys now, you've all excelled. You've all toured the world, you've been around the world, etc. It's fair to say that this is the time for Canada now. What people saying Canada lacked, say 20 plus years ago. You guys have now kind of seen the window of opportunity. Do you think that you guys have more control of the industry now with this younger generation to prevent mistakes that previous generation did?
Yes.
And how do you kind of see the Canadian scene changing? Because let's name drop. Talk about Karan, talk about Sidhu, two of the biggest artists.
Yes.
They've gone and done massive things. You know what I mean? Would we ever thought our Punjabi songs would be with mainstream artists? Would be directing videos of mainstream artists? We're doing that now.
Yes, we are doing that.
How do you kind of see Canada moving forward?
I mean, I think this is just a start. The our gen and the next gen is just gonna be disasters. You know, disasters in a way that we're gonna make sure that we are the showrunners. You know. And which we already are now, and I think Canada's the new UK, you know. That's what it is. Canada's the new UK. UK was controlling the whole industry, and I think this is the Canadians' times, and all the talent you just mentioned, they're the pioneers, and we're just gonna be getting better and better.
How do you kind of stop kind of this creative block? Because you're constantly having to innovate yourself, evolve, outdo yourself. The expectations on there. Like, how do you deal with that pressure? Because being a director is not an easy job. Like, I know for a fact that, you know, late nights, early mornings, stress, budget, all of that comes into mind. How do you kind of ensure that what you're doing is better than next? Because essentially you're setting a product, right? No two products can be the same. How do you kind of deal with that?
It's honestly the creative mindset, which is first I had to control my mind from running all the time, you know, like I had to tell them, like, yo, chill, relax, and focus is the key to being creative, you know. So I just gotta make sure I gotta improve my skill. My team has improvement in skill, and that's how we outdo our own concepts, and then guidance from all these people around me. Listening is the biggest key to my creativity. When I listen to people, I understand what I need to do next. Yeah. Most of the time our creativity gets blocked when we don't listen, and we're stuck in our thoughts. So I think I have a good listening power. That's how it helped me a lot.
Now that's the thing that everyone wants to ask about. Yeah. I gotta ask the relationship with Karan Aujla.
Yeah, I mean,
one of the biggest artists come out of Canada.
Yeah.
Talk me through that journey, because you guys have been on a journey, and when I say journey, it's you started literally here together, and you guys have excelled together.
Yes.
How did that come about?
Karan was a blessing in my life. He's a small brother. ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਤੋਂ ਹੀ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, day one ਤੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੀ ਇੱਟ ਪੁੱਟੀ ਆ, like that's how it is. And he's been guiding me, I've been guiding him. The whole team is marvelous. We work as unity, we take care of each other, and I feel like this is again just a small step from us to things we're gonna do in forward, like in the future. Karan has helped me in ways which he doesn't even know how he helped me. The small things he teach me, even though he's smaller than me, that these means a lot to me, and then there's a key improvement. Even things like bringing structure. He has the structure. He knows what he's doing, and that helps me so much. So ਹਜੇ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਹਜੇ ਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਕੁਝ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਆਪਾਂ, ਬਹੁਤ ਕੁਝ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ. Okay.
And if we kind of talk about his journey of videos as well, they've always got better and better. You mentioned the keyword team.
Yes.
You can't do anything by yourself. It's always a team.
Yes, always a team.
Why do you think our industry kind of lacks, like, referencing the team? It's always, one person wants to be like, I'm the guy.
Yeah, I'm the guy. That's the most problem. And then they're like, okay, edit paise nahi dene. We work as unity. That's the best key to our team, and then most of the teams, they get destroyed the moment the main lead becomes the superstar, and then he forgets about everyone. So I guess that's a blessing we have, and that's a progress.
I'm just going to kind of park it here, right? But I want to ask, talk about mental health. Mental health can be anything from anxiety, stress, etc. And you touched on points that you tell yourself to chill, relax. But this industry is so fast moving. It's so intense, because if it's not the artist, that's pressure from the fans. You have pressure from fans as well. The industry, they expect so much of you so quickly. You look at, for example, say 10 years ago, an artist will release a song, an album, give it a year, push the album for a year, or they release a single every other 2-3 months, an EP. But now artists are having to produce so much. You're having to produce video after video. You mentioned off camera that you directed, is it over 400 videos?
Plus 400 videos.
What toll does that take on you mentally? Because it's non-stop, right?
It's non-stop. I mean,
you have a family life, you have your personal life. Can you switch off? Or is it one of those industries of...
I mean, definitely. I figured it out. First 2 years, I couldn't figure that out. I was just working constantly. But just after COVID, I figured out how to turn off my mind. Or turn off Rupan Bal. Rupan Bal ne to rukna hi nahi hai, ਉਹਦੇ 24 ਘੰਟੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਰਹਿਣਾ, ਉਹਨੇ 24 ਘੰਟੇ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਰਹਿਣਾ. So ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੇਰਾ ਮਾਈਂਡ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੇਰਾ ਫਿਜ਼ੀਕਲ ਬਾਡੀ ਆ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਰਿਲੈਕਸੇਸ਼ਨ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਆ. So I got a stage where I can put Rupan Bal away, like, okay, ਤੂੰ ਬਹਿ ਜਾ ਚੁੱਪ ਕਰਕੇ, ਤੂੰ ਤੇ ਨੱਠੀ ਜਾਣਾ ਵਾ ਨਾ, ਤੂੰ ਤੇ ਰੁਕਣਾ ਨਹੀਂ, ਸੋਸਾਇਟੀ ਦੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਤੁਰੀ ਜਾਣਾ. So ਆਪਣੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਬਾਡੀ ਦੇ ਸਾਹ ਬਾਰੇ ਸੋਚ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਆਪਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਜੋ ਬੋਡੀ 'ਚ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਵਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਸੋਚ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ. Those are big things that helps you not get exhausted, and that's the key to become or go further in life. Like, otherwise most of the time people work too much and they crash, and after they crash they go missing, and then when they come back,
things have moved on so far,
things are gone,
catching up,
things are gone. So learn to give time to your body. That's what helps a lot.
And then just a kind of final part on this kind of chapter, right? It's what do you think the biggest dangers are in this industry for that next generation coming forward?
Yeah.
Because you've spoken about, people not paying. You've spoken about, lack of teamwork.
Yeah.
But is there something in this industry that you want to warn this next generation who are entering it? Like, it's not all sunshine and rainbows.
Yes.
There's a lot of sacrifice.
There's a lot of sacrifice.
Whether you're sacrificing your home life, your family
Time,
life,
everything. Yeah.
age.
Yeah.
Age is a big sacrifice. Right? Just let people know kind of what sacrifices you have to put in to make it, because it's not a 5-minute job. It's not a job of 5-minute job with CapCut or Adobe Premiere. It's a big commitment. There's a lot of investment that needs to go into it.
I would say staying focused is the best thing you can do in life, When I say focus, it's not the moment. It's knowing what you're going to do in these many years or these many months. That's the focus. Not forgetting that you're going to conquer those things, and the new gen who's going to take coming, the new filmmakers, I would just say, just make sure that you improve every single day, and don't say you know it. Just know that there's so many things to learn in life. There's so many new people to meet in life. There's so many new creative ideas that you can work on. Don't settle down. If you settle down, I think the life is just stops as well. That's like a retirement lady was. The retirement lady banda fir holi degrade honda banda. So same thing in life, you can't retire. And if you are passionate about your work, you just gotta make sure that you keep going on. I've been trying to do comedy for 10 years. I did comedy for 10 years, and then from then I moved on to music. And now I'm trying to go towards movies, and I want to make sure that our cinema and Punjabi cinema will change as well. And I want to make sure the new gen has something to look forward to, and all the new filmmakers, the directors are going to come. They know this is not that standard is gone now. This is the new standard.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
And I want to kind of go into the next journey of your life, because everybody kind of thought that you're just making music videos.
Yeah.
And then one day you randomly post a picture of you and Ronaldinho.
Yeah.
Like, number one, how did that connection happen? Number two, you're now shooting commercials now for mainstream people. And it's a proud moment for Apane.
Yes.
And I think we need to, when an Apane as well, it's a victory for everyone. And I always believe that.
Yes.
Because if one person opens the door for our community, the rest of the community can come through that same door.
Yes.
So firstly, props to you for that.
Thank you.
Secondly, how did you meet Ronaldinho?
I mean, commercials were a surprise in my life again. Like, just like music videos. Commercials were a big surprise. I think my quality spoke for myself. So, and that's what people got attracted to. So Punjabi singers were not the only one. Other communities were watching me too. And being in Toronto, being in a mainstream city helped me a lot. And Ronaldinho's team approached me, and they approached me. Then these guys who work with Kaz, my team members, they helped me put in touch, and Ronaldinho happened, and he loved my work. He loved how I organize or I pitch or made everything happen. And he flew down from Brazil to film with us.
Do you know how you
in
get
Toronto?
I'm guessing when you first started Punjabi music videos, you got starstruck with a few artists.
Yeah.
And then you get used to it.
Yeah.
But now you've reached a different level. This is a global artist. Like,
global level, yeah.
Like, how was it kind of just seeing him? Like, this is a guy that
honestly
destroyed football for years.
It was a shock. Honestly, it was a shock. He didn't know English. I had a translator.
Okay.
A Portuguese speaking translator, and then it was fun. Honestly, he was such an amazing person. I didn't expect that, and he was beyond loving. Amount of love he showed to us. It's just God's, God's helping.
Plan.
God's plan, and God's helping everything. I filmed recently with Young LA. It's a LA-based company too. I'm filming for a lot of these commercials. Today we are filming Billionaires Club and Phil Pine. Phil Pine, and then these brands.
How do you stay so grounded? Because look, reality is right. Apane are prone to having egos.
Yeah.
Like when you start reaching certain levels, it's a case of I'm better than everyone else, but
I mean,
you're very grounded. Like this is the third time I've seen you, right?
Yeah.
You're no different to the first time I saw you.
I mean,
You're no different to that kid that I saw in 2012.
Yeah. I actually don't know about that, but
No,
I guess that helps me. How would I say this? Grounding is something that like waking up in the morning, that just knowing that you're breathing is enough to keep you grounded. Like that's the biggest asset you have in life. You know, just knowing that you're breathing in life is the biggest asset, and that's what I think. I know that, and then that's what helps me. Me driving or working or earning is not the key. The key is me living the moment, me living what I'm doing, and me enjoying what I'm doing is I guess helps me a lot.
And you mentioned and you referenced God quite a bit in this interview. How important is religion to you? Because everyone has a different relationship with religion.
Yeah.
But clearly you have some sort of your own kind of connection to God.
Yes.
How important is God, religion on a daily basis to you?
Spiritualness, yes. Religious, 101%. I believe there is a higher power who's guiding us. And the biggest thing I learned from religion is not just saying the hymns, you know, not just saying the Waheguru, actually living up to it, which is not doing anything bad, not thinking anything's bad, not speaking anything's bad. People do bad to you, it's okay. If you focus on your work, focus on your passion, you're gonna still keep growing, and that money you lost is gonna become 100 times more.
Of course.
So instead of going back and fighting and wasting energy, just moving forward is the best, and that's what I learned from religion. Is किसी ना माड़ा सोचो ना, किसी ना माड़ा बोलो ना, किसी ना माड़ा करो ना, and that's what's gonna help. You know, that's what helps.
And now this next transition, like there's a lot of transitions to you.
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
When do you kind of realize that it's time to move on, or is it just happens?
No, it gets boring.
Okay.
It gets boring. Yeah. It's like this artist come to me is like Rupan, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਜਹਾਜ਼ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਗੱਡੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ 5-6 ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਚਾਹੀਦੀਆਂ. I'm like, I did that 400 times. I don't want to do that anymore. I mean, there's so much creativity that goes, but sometimes the artists don't understand my creativity. You know, they're like, oh, it's too much. Karan, that's why I appreciate Karan, because anything I tell him out of box, he's like, okay, I can do this. He's the only artist that understands, okay, this is what I do. And he's like, okay, we'll make it happen. All other artists, they're like, too risky, too idama.
Do you think artists, like, they might be creative in the studio,
but
when it comes to creatively kind of selling themselves, they're very narrow-minded, because
they get scared
until somebody else does it.
Then they think it's cool.
Yeah.
But before that, it's not cool. But it's okay, you know, that's how the world is, you know. But that's why instead of limiting my own self, I want to do something which I can showcase to other people. I feel like the new generation needs to get entertained, and there's no one entertaining. I've been an entertainer. I'm not a director. I'm not a filmmaker. I'm more of an entertainer, and I feel like my gen, my kids' gen, the gens that gonna be future of us, they can't just watch a cinema that's already in the theater. They need to see the next thing, and we're the one who's gonna create that.
Do you think this, like, we've been spoiled now?
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is, like, if you look at, let's go music as timeline, right? Like the 80s and 90s, if your music was good, that was your kind of selling. Yeah. Then slowly music videos came. Then when one album would have one video, 2 videos, but now it's like every single song has to have a video. So now people's attention spans are kind of going, because they'll listen to the first 30 seconds, 90 seconds, move on. Do you kind of find that as a challenge as well? Like, how do you keep someone engaged for that 3 minutes?
Yeah. ADHD. Yeah. You have to make sure that everyone is there to watch every second.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what key is, you know, like behind the director's mindset, to make sure that other mindsets are there to watch everything, you know. And that's where the production comes in, you know, and फिर planning होती है. Planning तो बिना फिर कुछ नहीं होता.
Alright, now this next kind of chapter now.
Yeah.
And I think it's a nice way to kind of wrap up. It's films.
Yeah, films.
You're entering into the movie industry. I know we've spoken off camera, but obviously I'm not going to mention, like, you know, the conversation we've had, but you're taking a massive risk because you've built your name as a director in, you know, music videos and commercials. Films is a whole different avenue.
World. Different world.
And I always say this, the margin of error for films is very, very small. Because directors come and go.
Very fast.
And if you're not doing it right the first time, is there a second chance? Does that territory kind of scare you? Or is it just a challenge that you're now willing to take on because it opens your creativity to a whole new level?
I would say, like, so what happened is in 2012, 2013, 2014, I did movies. I did 2 Punjabi movies, Hani with Harpajaman, and then I did Badshah with Bhagwant Mann as actors. I was a lead actor in one of the movies. What again, like, you know, like the scripts were done on spot. Things were not, like, you can't even enter the character. So having that experience is the reason I know the films I'll be producing will be great, because I know what they've been lacking, and that's the reason that movies are not working. And if they're working, they're working because some people have figured out, and some people just do it by the cast.
Of course.
But my thing is, since knowing those mistakes, I won't be repeating those mistakes. I'll make sure my script is done properly, screenplay is done properly, storyboarding is done properly, and I will feel like that I want to set examples that this way our new generations don't have any failures. You know, like, we all are great filmmakers, and I will make sure that whole world watches us, not just Punjabi community.
What? Just a question of scripts, right? Because I think scripts is a big part. Why do you kind of feel like when it comes to scripts, the Punjabi cinema is too scared to change? There's so much that we could talk about, right?
They just want to do subsidy movies.
Like
paise bande ab movie challe na challe sanu sab paise banne chahiye.
And it's just like
content matters a lot.
The storyline, and I think, and it might be harsh to say this, but I'd say the last few years, this industry has caused more damage than success. Because you're not looking at your scripts, you're not looking at storylines, you're not looking at what the audience wants.
Nobody's caring about content.
And now you look at Netflix. The Punjabi kind of films coming out there, the Netflix series, they're at another level.
They're at another level. They're Hollywood.
Exactly. And it's kind of putting a dark cloud on Punjabi cinema because
they're creating two different, like, you know, like, industries. Like, you see this, like, oh, these guys they're amazing people, but their films are not as great as a non-Punjabi or non-famous actors. You know,
you look at
what's going on.
Yogi,
yeah.
Those are 2 Netflix series.
Even Kura, you know, that movie.
After the way it was done was awesome because it looked like a movie.
It looked like a movie.
Yes, it's in Punjab, but did it look like Punjab?
Yeah.
It made Punjab look like these films show Punjab as colourful, whatever.
They
showed a real slap. Cat, Randhawa. You know, you're going into his terrain now.
Yes.
Do you kind of worry that, you know, you might upset the balance? Because let's be honest, right? Change upsets balance.
Yeah.
It
does upset the balance, but I feel like the balance is needed. The balance is actually getting misbalanced. I don't know how to, unbalanced, I guess. You know, it's not there anymore because it's outgrowing the watchers. You know, and then even India audience understands what's good and what's not good anymore. Our eyes are not deceiving us anymore. We know, our ears, they understand what's good sound and what not good sound. Our eyes know which color grading or which lighting is bad, which lighting is good. So ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝ ਆਉਣ ਡੈ ਪਈ ਆਉਣ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਡੀ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਖੁੱਲ ਗਈਆਂ ਬਿਫੋਰ ਕੀ ਸੀ ਬਿਫੋਰ ਸੋਸ਼ਲ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਨੈਟਫਲਿਕਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਐਮਾਜ਼ਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਬੰਦ ਸੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਐਕਸਪਲੋਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਐਕਸਪਲੋਰੇਟੀ ਵੱਧ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਉਦੋਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਰਿਹਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਹ ਸਟੈਂਡਰਡ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਵਧੀਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਇਹ ਸਾਊਂਡ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਇਹ ਇੱਕ ਸਕ੍ਰਿਪਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ ਯੂ ਨੋ ਸੋ ਲੋਕੀ ਡਿਮਾਂਡ ਵਧਣ ਡੈ ਪਈ ਆ ਹਰ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਡਿਮਾਂਡ ਵਧਣ ਡੈ ਪਈ ਆ ਫਿਰ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਨੀਡ ਵਧਣ ਡੈ ਪਈ ਆ ਸੋ ਨੀਡ ਫਿਲ ਕਰਨ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਤੇ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਵਾ ਅਗਲੇ ਜਨਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਂ ਅਗਲੇ 1-2 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੇ ਨਵੇਂ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਟਰ ਆਉਣੇ ਆ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਆਉਣੇ ਆ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਚੇਂਜ ਕਰ ਦੇਣਾ ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮਿਸਬੈਲੈਂਸ ਜਾਂ ਅਨਬੈਲੈਂਸ ਲੱਗ ਰਿਹਾ ਉਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਠੀਕ ਹੋ ਜਾਣਾ ਉਹਨੇ ਬੈਲੈਂਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹਿਣਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮੰਮੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਣਾ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ ਠੀਕ ਲੱਗ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੁਣ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ ਵੀਡੀਓਜ਼ ਕਰਦਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੋਕੀ ਆ ਕੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੁੱਤ ਤੂੰ ਜੋ ਕੋ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਇਹ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਟ ਹੈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਵਧੀਆ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੋ ਇਹ ਨੀਡਡ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਬੈਲੈਂਸ ਨੂੰ ਠੀਕ ਕਰੂਗੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅਨਬੈਲੈਂਸ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਵਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਕਈ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਸਾਡਾ ਲੈਂਗੁਏਜ ਬੈਰੀਅਰ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਵਾ ਮਗਰ ਹੁਣ ਇਮੈਜਿਨ ਕਰੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀਆਂ ਮਿਕਸ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਕ੍ਰੋਸ ਕਲਚਰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਛ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੋ ਹੈਗਾ ਰਿਐਲਿਟੀ ਆ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਸਾਰਾ ਯੂਥ ਇੱਥੇ ਆ ਰਿਹਾ ਵਾ ਉਹ ਯੂਥ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕ੍ਰੋਸ ਕਲਚਰ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਆ ਇੱਕ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਸਪੀਕਿੰਗ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਆ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਸੋ ਇੱਕ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਵੀ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਬੋਲਦੀ ਆ ਆਪਣਾ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਰੂਟਸ ਵੀ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਵਾ ਸੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਛ ਮਿਕਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਛ ਕਰਨਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਆ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਨੀਡਡ ਹੈ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਛ
I was expecting a comedy kind of interview.
Yeah.
But you actually blow my mind like to another level. But no, I think these conversations need to happen, right?
Yeah,
I think sometimes we need to look beyond a person and be like, what's actually going on behind that person's mind because there's a lot we can offer.
Yeah, we can learn.
But I think sometimes we need to take a step back and actually look at the person.
We can't be scared.
Not the person behind the camera, the person beyond the camera. Let's talk about Just Rain.
Yes.
Because look, I want to spend...
ਪਤਾ ਸੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਉਹ ਹਰ ਬੰਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਜਾਵਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਸਟਰੀਟ ਤੇ ਤੁਰਿਆ ਜਾਵਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਘਰੇ ਬੈਠਾ ਕੋਈ ਘਰੇ ਆ ਜੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਗੈਸਟ ਆ ਜੇ ਉਹਨੇ ਪੁੱਛਣਾ ਭਾਜੀ ਜਸਮੀਤ ਰਹਿ ਗਈ ਹਾਲ ਹੈ ਜਸ ਰੇਨ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਗਿਆ
you get the iconic line, the Mela line, right?
Yeah, ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਸੀ ਗੁਰਦਾਸ ਮਾਨ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਹੁਣ ਸਾਰੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜਸ ਰੇਨ ਕਿੱਥੇ
That's it.
Yeah.
But can you do Gurdas Maan line or is that retired?
I mean oh ਗੁਰਦਾਸ ਮਾਨ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਆ It's been
it's been a bit of time.
Yeah, it's been a time.
But what happened to Just Rain? Because look, from our perspective, again, I'm not talking about media. As a fan, the guy was churning out content after content after content. He even featured in Russell Peters' Netflix series. And Russell Peters called him out at the end and bigged him up. Wicked. But then suddenly, right, he's gone. He's not on Instagram. His YouTube channel is just there. But where is he gone? Because again, the issue then started happening, rumors, stuff like that. Is this guy gone for a creativity block? Is he in a dark place? Is he even okay? Right?
I mean, I heard so many things. I was like, "Baji, ठीक है, mentally ठीक है, इतना ठीक है." वो इन्हें दागा ले. I'm like, "Baji, he's taking a break." And he took the break, and he's coming back with the storm. He just filmed his series. It's done, and it's ready to come out. And I feel like he's all set to create a fire again. And I'm happy for him, I feel like this is the time.
Have you seen and look at Just Rain and what you guys, not even him, you guys, because there's you, Just Rain, there's Bubble, there's a trio, there's a team. You guys created something, right? But if you look at it, 10 years later, you got this next generation. They're doing the same thing. But again, they're tailoring to a different crowd. Your crowd's got older. The next crowd's come through. And they're acknowledging the new lot, but you guys paved that way. How does that kind of make you feel? Like,
It feels great, to be honest. I meet Samtar all the time. I'm like,
I wasn't going to say his name, but basically.
Yeah. I meet Samtar all the time. And Samtar used to be in our videos. I'm like, I love watching his videos. He's such a great entertainer. And it feels good. It feels good. Like, koi lead on kar raha, koi vadiya kar raha. And I mean, I want to work with him. For,
but the thing with him, right? He had a video he put out once, and he said it. He goes, doing what he was doing. He had that mental block. He went through that dark patch. So it's not all easy as people think.
It's not.
Do you think it's people that want to be YouTubers? They think it's easier said than done. Because look at Lily Singh, for example.
It's effort. It's a lot of effort. It's a lot of effort. I mean, things don't work out right away, and not giving, and people give up. People like, oh, the video बनाई हजे भी view नहीं आए, ऐसा नहीं होता. काम करना पैंदा, but ते मन बना के काम करना पैंदा.
And I think people forget about that about Just Rain, right? He made a lot of videos before that one popped. There was one chomp where he used to sit on the porch. That was his good friend. It didn't work to the level they wanted to, but he brought it back later on. And I think people forget that it's time. But with you guys, look, you guys pushed the boat out a lot. Did you ever get any backlash from the community?
Yes.
And the reason I ask that is because, look, people say that you're imitating mothers, fathers, etc. But are we kind of playing to a stereotype of this is what... So for the outsider looks into our community, this is what all mums and dads are like.
Yeah.
Even though the fact is that 99% of the time is true.
Yeah.
Like, do you think that was dangerous at times? Because not just you guys, but a lot of people got that. It's like you're portraying mothers to be this.
I mean, the mother was one thing, but when we used to make fun of this artist, like I mean, what I'm doing now was a spoof I used to make, you know. Was fun. Backlash 101%, especially if you touch religious topics. We used to get stopped by babis and be like, "Pota band kar do."
Like the wedding one, you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. But I understand it from a religion point of view.
Yeah.
But I also understand that this is what actually happened.
This is what actually happens, you know. And then even moms like,
did your mom ever say to you, look, you're going too far? Like, did you ever get it from your parents? Like, look.
नहीं वो अजे भी कहते तू वो पुरानी वीडियोस नहीं करता मेरे ने समझ आना भी हुन मैं बड़ा हो गया हुन नहीं होंदी वो जी वीडियोस हुन मतलब कि बेसिकली हुन ये be like I just want to make sure what my mind is thinking, I'm fulfilling the dreams, you know. That's what it is.
And let's talk about Babu, right? Babu, right?
He's back.
But this is the thing that made me laugh, right? Was I was talking to someone else about it. It was like he was there part of that movement. Even before that, Harm and the Hater.
Yeah.
Was you part of Harm and the Hater as well?
Yeah. No, that's his brother.
No, that's his brother. But that series, Harm and the Hater.
Yeah.
Like Babu featured on that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Was you on that as well?
No.
So Harm and the Hater came. Babu's kind of relevant then. Then came the Just Rain movement. But then he was always there, just floating around.
Yeah, he's always been.
And then this song comes out, and it was like a spoof. But artists were getting upset.
Yeah, they were getting upset.
It's
Like,
not
why
a
is this
serious song.
It's not a serious.
But the fact was, it charted.
Yeah.
It knocked off some of the big boys from the #1 spot.
Yes.
He carried tours. Around the world.
Yes.
Did you ever see this ever?
No,
happen?
that was a surprise. Honestly, that was the biggest surprise. And then a lot of artists, they're like, I used to play the song and they're like, oh, band kar de, aime chali janda hai, singer thoda hai. I'm like, paji singer nahi hai, sachi nahi hai. Like, aime number lai janda, sara kuch lai janda. And they're like, they're making it as a competition with them. I'm like, bro, it's not a competition. It's just a guy enjoying his life, entertainment, you know.
And I think a funny one was B21 by Jackpot. He goes, he's a talented guy.
Yeah.
He goes, it's such an awful song that is so good.
It's so good.
He goes, you can't ignore it. He goes, that's what the public like.
Yeah.
He goes, who are we to say, yo, it's bad for the industry? Like, it was a good video.
Yeah.
The music was good. Jay Stack done the music. You can't knock it off.
Fire. The lyrics were anthem.
Yeah. But when you look at you guys, how much you guys have grown, did you ever expect, these kids from making YouTube videos to now, your international individual brands? Did you ever see that happening?
Yeah. I mean, Lily is the biggest example out of all of us. Like, I mean, where she right now is amazing, and then still touching back the roots. It's crazy. And then these kids, I mean, they have so many things to look up to now. When we were doing it, there was nothing to look at. You know, the only thing that we could look at was the Punjabi singers, and these Punjabi singers were wild. You know, and I was like, okay, my God, this is something I have to do. You know, from scratch. But I feel like the path is there now. You know, just say walking on it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's happening next with you?
Next,
we went to the films, but what's the pipeline?
Yeah.
Any new collaborations? Any new surprises?
Definitely songs are there. Songs are coming nonstop with Karan, with all these other artists. But the main thing is culture fusion. You know, that's my goal right now, and hopefully this year I will have a surprise on big screen. You know, for everyone. I'll make sure everyone enjoys it. If a person in Punjab can enjoy it. A person over here can enjoy it. A non-speaking Punjabi person can enjoy it. You know, so I'll make sure the whole world caters to my content.
Rupan, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
Appreciate you having me down. Good luck for the rest of your career. Guys, you've been watching the BritAsia podcast.
Thank you.